How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is RuffledRowlit, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. As you may notice, my camera is in a little bit of a different position, and also slightly different in general. I'm using my main camera from now on. Unfortunately, the quality just looks awful, even though it's like a very expensive DSLR camera. It just looks really bad. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know. You guys can let me know in the comment section down below what you think's better. Like, if this one right here, this one, this is my webcam right now. What you see on the screen is my webcam. And this is my camera. Let me know which guys think looks better. I honestly, my eyes just can't really tell. I feel like this one looks maybe slightly better, but I don't know. Either way, let me know in the comment section down below, ladies and gentlemen. I'd love to hear what you guys think about these this new camera thing going on. But either way, so what are we talking about today, guys? Well, a bunch of people going apeshit crazy last night about some drawings of Ash. Some drawings of Ash, and I mean, honestly, it's not even Ash, it's more like about the Pokemon anime. There was a drawing that popped up, but I think we could already debunk it. We found the original designer of it, but I want to kind of talk about this because there are a few other ones that exist out there of like drawings of like what Ash could look like, and I want to kind of discuss like what I think he could look like, and also how this anime could be different from previous ones, and how maybe this could be the time for Ash to finally start getting a little bit of, as you know, more of a mature character, because I feel like Sun and Moon made him into this kind of very childish, kind of like, you know, very much in that sort of sense, like more childish character. They made him into that, and it's nothing wrong with that, right? Because it's supposed to be a children's show, right? It's meant to be aimed for a younger audience, but I feel like Pokemon definitely should start evolving and maybe like move away from Ash at some point, right? Like get Ash to actually start evolving over the next few like generations, like let's say the next 3 to 4 generations, make him get older and then actually have him finish off his journey and start making a new character, because I honestly feel like they've been milking Ash for 2 decades now, okay? Ash just needs to, like, finish off his journey and end off his journey, and maybe in the future you can reboot him, bring him back, make a big deal out of it, you know what I mean? Like, holy shit, Ash is back, look, it's Ash, you know, again, he's back, but he's younger now, or whatever. But, like, definitely try out some other stuff. I do understand, and I know that if you make brand new characters and you make a brand new main character, less people will be interested, less people will be excited, because they'll be like, where is Ash? I want Ash, you know, people will be like that. But I feel like Pokemon definitely needs to try, either, like, make Ash evolve a little bit more, do what you did in X and Y, because I think X and Y was most people's favorite season of the anime, and also the one that did the best, which was you actually made the character grow up a little bit and actually evolve, and then you de-evolved him, you know, with Sun and Moon, which was really weird. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Sun and Moon has its good parts and, you know, of course, its bad parts, but I think definitely the whole, like, de-evolution of him and making him into more of like a more of like a childish character just is a little bit disappointing, but it is what it is, though. So let's jump into the little thing here. So this is the first one. Now this one's already confirmed fate. This was made by Lucas Thaddeus. Lucas Thaddeus, he made this, which is basically like a drawing here. You got like you know, Galarian Ash up here, looking fresh, you know, looking Gucci with that hat, that outfit, looking fresh. You know, we got these starters right here. You know, Grookey, Scorbunny, Sobble, and of course Pikachu just needs to be in this, of course. We got the female trainer here from Galar, with text saying, you know, pocket monsters, sword and shield, and then something extra below that. It says it in English, and then I guess it says it in Japanese as well. Overall, great looking shit, you know what I mean? Great looking poster, and I mean, I could see like the female character ended up being a character actually in the whole thing, because if you guys remember, like, you know, Ruby and Sapphire, for example, or even like you know, Ruby and Sapphire, Diamond and Pearl, with those generations, the characters like that, you know, you met in the games actually end up also being characters in the anime. For example, May is in the games. You know, you can play as May in Pokemon, you know, in Pokemon, whatchamacallit, Ruby and Sapphire, and even, I guess, Emerald to some extent. You can play as them, you know, the character there, but, you know, you get a different version of May than in the anime, but it's kind of, you know, it's kind of like a little bit of a connection there. So I don't see, you know, I don't see why it wouldn't be a possibility for the female character, who we don't know the name of yet, in, you know, Galar, this chick, why, you know, why not have her as an actual character alongside Ash's journey, maybe even a rival, who knows? I think it would definitely be cool, if I'm going to be honest. Now, of course, here's the proof that this was made by Thaddeus Art, Lucas Thaddeus Art. He made this. Here it is, like fan art, not official. Before posting a high quality drawing here in DeviantArt, I put it on internet, a low quality photo of this, like a leak, just to see repercussions that this would have. Sorry to everyone who believed. Yeah, I mean, honestly, when I saw it, I didn't cover it straight away. I could have made a quick video last night, but I just didn't. I waited, and I thought, you know, I mean, this is most likely fake. A lot of these fakes kind of pop up all the time. You know, like, for the most part, they're most likely, whatchamacallit, like, for the most part, it just doesn't always turn out the greatest way. I'm just gonna type something really quickly out. There we go. Alright, typed out something very important really quickly. Just get that out of the way. But yeah, so I assume this was fake to begin with, and it was. It was just a fan-made thing. But it's a cool concept, though, I will be honest and say. And it kind of actually led me to this, which was sent to me by a viewer. I'm not sure who made this. I apologize if I'm not getting the artist correct. If you do know the artist, let me know in the comment section down below. But this was kind of like a drawing of like what Ash could look like here, and I feel like this kind of gave me the kind of the thought of like we could definitely have a more mature version of Ash in this like generation. You know what I mean? Like a far more mature version of him that isn't just this kind of childish, kind of stupid character that just doesn't get shit done ever, and just keeps like being this kind of inconsequential. It has kind of an inconsequential existence almost. It only really exists there for the anime to continue making money and to continue existing, and for them to continue like making toys in that kind of area, and just kind of as more of a promotional tool more than anything. Like it's kind of the only purpose it has at this point. I mean, I think the Sun and Moon anime did something really cool, some really cool stuff. I will be honest. I actually looked into a few episodes, and they did some really cool shit, like interesting references and stuff like that. Like there's a JoJo's reference in it, which is sick. I love that. I really like that. There's also references to a bunch of other like really popular anime, also some smaller anime, some movies and stuff. There's some bunch of reference stuff and some cool shit they've done in there. So there's definitely like clearly the animators are having more fun and the people who are doing the anime are having more fun. But I do feel like also I'd love to see Ash kind of make a bit more progress, like have that kind of goofiness to it still, but like actually make Ash kind of more like X and Y Ash, make him make some progress. But also could have to do with X and Y Ash maybe not being as popular with like younger audiences, because he seemed far more old and kind of more mature, and that I guess didn't appeal as much to children. I guess that's what it maybe like Game Freak or rather the Pokemon company, that's what maybe they assumed, like, oh, people don't want this, people don't want him to be more mature as a character, they want him to just be the childish dumb Ash they used to, which I don't agree with that. I'd prefer if he just kind of actually grew up for once. But great art though, it actually kind of represents exactly what I kind of assumed him to look like. Just having, I mean, literally this the kind of the outfit you see on the male character from Galar, and I'm expecting something like that. But honestly, that's not the only possibility. There's also the possibility of something like this. So this was posted, I guess, in February, and this was sent to me by Crybaby Abel. It's basically like a version of Ash here, which you can see has kind of the similar, on the pants there, kind of that similar kind of square pattern on the pants, and then also like the overall outfit is very much like an Ash outfit. You're used to kind of seeing this sort of style, and also this was really cool. Now, is this real? Most likely not. There's a lot of Fakemon stuff, like, not Fakemon, sorry, fake stuff that is made like this, a lot, and I mean, like, a lot. Like, I literally can't explain how many of these there exist out there that have been made, like not this one in particular or for Galar, but in general how many versions of Ash people draw and stuff like that. This is well drawn, I will be honest and say this is really well drawn, and who knows, maybe I'm wrong and this is real, because it looks very like, the style wise looks very much like what they would do if you look at kind of like a lot of their concept art and stuff. It looks very much like that. Then there's also this, which is less like that. I mean, sure, this one's got a bit more like that Ash kind of like color to it, and also has a bit more of that kind of like quick, like very sketch drawn, what I mean? It isn't very detailed. You can notice it from the line work. It's like very quickly drawn, very like quickly sketched together. Looks highly realistic as to something to be on a concept art. But honestly, I think I prefer this one right here. I think this one looks far better just in detail, and also it looks far more like a mature version of Ash, whereas this one looks like, hey, we took Ash from Sun and Moon and just inserted him into Galar. Whoop-de-doo, And not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just I would prefer the more mature version that, actually starts making some progress within, like, the world of, the anime. That's what I would prefer. But I want to thank Crybaby Abel, though, for sending this my way. I appreciate it, because honestly, this is a good conversation to have, as I honestly feel like the anime is something that I want to return back to, but I just couldn't with Sun and Moon, because I just had an issue with Sun and Moon as games themselves, and I couldn't return because of the games mainly, because I just had a weird feeling about the games, and I never gave the anime enough chance, and now it's already out fully there, so I could go and rewatch everything, but also it's like, I feel like the problem with the Pokemon anime is that it's got the kind of very repetitive trope, which they didn't do seemingly for Sun and Moon, but it has kind of that repetitive trope of like, they discover a new set of characters, they interact with those characters, Team Rocket does something, they and those new characters have to do something together, they defeat Team Rocket, they finish their thing with those characters and they move on, right? It's kind of that formula has been existing for a long time. Whereas I think X and Y and Sun and Moon have kind of broken that up a little bit more and try to explore a little bit more of other possibilities. But I feel like that Team Rocket kind of like does their thing, you know, that formula is still there, which makes it harder to go back into Pokemon and really watch it. But I'd love to know in the comment section down below, like, though, guys, like, what do you guys think about this? Do you think this right here is real? Do you think this right here is real? What are your thoughts? Do you think both of these are fake? Of course, we know this one is fake. We already have confirmation on that. This one's also fake, by the way. FYI, for anybody curious, this one is fake. This is a fan-made thing, and honestly, looks really cool. I think this is really cool of a drawing. But I'd love to know in the comment section down below, though, ladies and gentlemen. What are your thoughts? What are your opinions? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. My name is RuffledRowlit. Have yourselves a great day, and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.